Hello, I'm Sri. Welcome to the Ethical Hacker course by CBTU. Module Metasploit Section Payloads. Agenda for this session. Let us know what is Metasploit Payload and type of payloads. As we discussed, payload is like a satellite tied to a rocket. Rocket leaves the satellite in its orbit to perform its operations defined. Payload term is borrowed from transportation, where it refers to the part of the load that pays for the transportation. Also, payload refers to the net deliverables like gift in a gift wrapper, water in a water bottle, etc. In hacking world, the payload is generally malware like virus, worm, or trojan that performs malicious action after exploit. Payload is designed to perform its intended function and also designed to avoid detection by the antivirus software or any security mechanism. Payload is nothing but what is delivered. Here, this is Python Easter eggs. At the Python shell, when you type import hello, it prints hello world. So we are running Python 3.7.1. Hello message is nothing but the payload. Okay. A payload is the shell code that runs after an exploit successfully compromises the target system. The payload enables you to define how you want to connect to the shell and what you want to do with the target system after you take control of it. A payload can open a Meterpreter or command shell. Meterpreter is an interactive shell to perform operations like copying files, password hash dumps, and launch further attacks on the connected networks behind the victim. There are three payload module types: singles, stages, and stages. Singles are stageless payloads. They are standalone payloads launched on the target without connectivity back to the attacking system. Stages. These are staged payloads. These payloads establish network connection between attacker and victim to perform stealth actions. Stages. Payload is delivered in stages. Download stages payload components. The difference between single stageless and staged payloads is the extra slash you have. If the payload is represented like shell underscore reverse underscore TCP, it's a single payload. Staged payload looks like Windows slash shell slash reverse underscore TCP. The extra slash identifies the payload type. The staged payload is delivered in two steps: initial payload and final payload. The purpose and functionality of both payloads is same. Both payloads achieve the same functionality. So in Kali Linux, Metasploit is installed in user share Metasploit framework. These are the contents of this directory. When you go to the modules folder, you see all the modules. This is Kali Linux. Let us open MSF console. Open another terminal. MSF console is launched. Here show payloads will show all the payloads. So singles, stages and stages. The payloads are classified for various platforms. Let us see for Windows. Here we have payloads like add user, load library, message box, Meterpreter, shellbind TCP, and others. Stages. Let us see Windows. Payloads in Windows. Let us see the payloads for Windows platform. These are the payloads. Let us see for x64 platform. These are the payloads. Stages. Let us say for Linux, the payloads available for x64 for Linux platform is Meterpreter and Shell. With search, you can find out the payload type you're looking for. Here, searching for the add user payload for Windows. This is the output. This is all the information about this payload. Add user adds new user to the remote system. Search is used to find the payload module we are looking for. Let us say Windows Meterpreter. These are all the Meterpreters. Let us see the information about this payload. Copy, show info. Show info will provide the information about the payload, the platform, architecture, size of the payload, and the rank is provided by whom, and the options available, and what it will do. It connects to the victim and provides a Meterpreter shell to the attacker, who can manage the remote system through this Meterpreter shell. This is show info. Searching for popular exploit MS08067. From the MSF console, when you type show payloads, it will display all the payloads that are available. When you are inside an exploit, show payloads will show the compatible payloads only. Here the count is around 150. You can choose the one that is compatible for this exploit. These are the stages and stages. Metasploit provides large collection of payloads. These are some of the popular payloads. Windows Meterpreter, Windows Shell Reverse TCP, Windows Meterpreter Reverse TCP, Reverse HTTPS, Linux Meterpreter Reverse TCP, Java Meterpreter, and other payloads are keylogger, rootkits, persistent shell, adware, etc. This is singles versus staged. Popular payloads are Meterpreter, reverse shells, and dynamic payloads. Singles payloads. If payload is not set for an exploit, Metasploit has preference payload list and selects automatically the suitable one for the exploit. Say for example for reverse TCP, it follows Windows Meterpreter followed by Java, PHP, followed by Windows Shell Reverse TCP. We'll watch this in action in demos. You can set the payload or leave for Metasploit to auto-select the suitable payload. Here we set the payload Windows Shell Reverse TCP, and when you run the exploit, we get the Reverse TCP shell. These are the steps in exploiting the remote system, and finally we got the Reverse TCP shell. Meterpreter is nothing but meta interpreter. Meterpreter loads into the memory of the target system, that is RAM. It goes undetected and it doesn't leave any traces and difficult to detect. It's stealth operations. This is Meterpreter shell. This is reflective DLL injection where the payload runs in the memory and goes undetected. This is about Metasploit payloads. And in the coming session, we'll watch a demo. Thanks for watching.